Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy 2024. How's it going? Super good to see everybody. How was your New Year's celebration? How was audio, by the way? I'm live. You can hear me? Chat's doing a weird thing over on OBS. Let me see if I can pop it out. We'll vibe for a little bit. We'll jam. I really like the song. It's a short one, though. It's like only 2 minutes. Why is chat not showing on my computer? I don't even know what everyone's saying. What a way to start the year. All right, well, that's not ideal. I'm running out of time for the song. All right, cool. I have a solution. We're in business. How's it going? Thanks so much for coming to hang out for a little bit. I hope to jam. I hope to vibe. I hope to kick it with you all for a couple minutes. We can chat. We can banter. And then we'll get on the keyboard, maybe do some hacks, maybe do some small stuff, but hopefully have some fun and do a little bit of learning. And that song is over. Now we'll move on to another good one. So yeah, I'm trying to get back in the vibe of... I gotta stop saying that word. I'm trying to get back to live streaming in some sense. And I need to get better at getting the music going at the right time. I also should, we should double check that the scenes from the last stream between the different camera angles were actually working, because there was a big, horrible echo on one of them. I see, I should look over a chat too, just as well, hang out with you all. Hey, I've been seeing you wear that watch for years. What is it? This is one of the OG Casio watches. It is my absolute favorite watch. I tried a Pebble, and oh, rest in peace. God bless their hearts. The Pebble watches were goated. They're the best. But now Fitbit ate them. And I tried a Fitbit. I had like an Android Wear, like one of the Google ones for a bit. But no, really big on OG Casio. Happy New Year, everybody. Greetings from the Netherlands. Holy cow. You're coming quite a ways. I appreciate you tuning in. Let me do a little double check of the camera scenes. So, right camera, how do you look? Not awful, not awful. If I unhide all, are we getting some extra audio? Sounds good. Add echo off too loud. Oh no! Thank you. Sound went way up. What's the maximum? What's the cap? Back camera. You're still there. You're all the way over there now. Let's go back to home. Let's go back to the front camera. Provide your setup. I mentioned this a bit ago, the last stream that we got to hang out together, but Flexi Spot 72-inch desk, Sony A7 III, Canon EOS R, 2 monitors on the sides, one monitor behind, and that's the gist. A lot of Elgato cam links. Hype train. Thank you so much. Super good to be hanging out with you guys. 2024. And I promise we'll get to some keyboard time, but I do want to hang out for a little bit. How many cameras? Could I make a 3D scanner? Probably. I need to replace the Canon EOS Rs, because now that I've seen the light with the Sony, it is so good. Thought this was a music-only stream? It will be. I'm kidding. Hey, able to pass CPTS and CRTO and land a job. Congratulations, Tomas. Hell yeah. Congratulations. 100 messages today with Restream, and let me know. I appreciate that, Restream. Once again, we are out on Twitter. We are out on LinkedIn, which is weird. We are out on YouTube. We are out on Twitch. What is the keyboard I'm using? I'm using a Macally. However, I've been chatting with Ending with Ali. Ending with Ali, if folks aren't familiar, she's been doing some super duper cool work building out different custom keyboards. She just made one for Andrew over at Grey Noise. And I like reached out and was like, that looks phenomenal. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sure I can, if I look hard enough. Her Twitter is her Twitter is also full of fun live streams and shenanigans. But where is it? Never mind. Can I show our DMs? Can I leak our DMs? That's probably a bad idea. But no, she's building out a custom keyboard for me, which I'm very excited about, because I don't know crap about mechanical keyboards. Like, I know it's cool. Like, I know it's really sweet to have a mechanical keyboard, and then you just can say, oh, I have a mechanical keyboard, and you type like a madman, and everyone hears you. But I don't know anything about it. I don't know about these GMYK Z2 whatever keys, Keychron RGB. I just want it to work. I just want something to poke my fingers. So if you haven't, hey, please do reach out to Ali, and she can build you a custom keyboard. I think she'd like to do a heck of a lot more of that. So Twitter Ending with Ali. Like, I should have pulled that up. Hello? And that is my shout out for today. No more. I'll pull her up. How does this right desktop with camera look? That's not bad. Upload your mechanical keyboard ASMR videos. I had a genuine thought. I swear to you. I promise this is real. You know how everyone is trying to set their goals for 2024, how they can improve, how they can get better, how they can reach new heights. The YouTube content is something I was thinking about. What if we did ASMR? What if we did ASMR? I say that as a joke. If I did that, none of you would know. I would try to make it as obscure as possible and have no relation to me. I cannot tie that to my name. But take a look at Ali's stuff and see if you can go grab yourself a sweet custom keyboard, because she builds the whole thing. She builds it all. She makes them custom, and it's super cool. She's also an online creator and just joined over at Hack5, so doing incredible things. Huge kudos and props. Wait, how many platforms are we live on? Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. What if we just did keyboard sounds? Yeah, I'm sure that's what you were getting at. No TikTok? I have a vertical scene. We have a vertical scene in OBS. Senpai Gaming and Harris Heller, a lot of his incredible stuff. They put out the vertical plugin so you can just shoot in live stream, and you can also stream to that. I should do that too. Thank you. Thank you for improving me, making me better. This is what I was talking about. 2024. So, let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Why are you not reading your messages? I am reading your messages, Trippy. I see you right here. You're right in front of me. You're right there. Trippy, are you tripping? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that one. I shouldn't have said it. That was rude of me. Like my hairs? I appreciate that. Thank you. So let's chat, because it is 2024, and I'm curious, how is all of your celebrations? Did you do anything? Did you celebrate? Are you at the position, the time in your life where you can just kind of go to sleep, and then it's the new year? Like, okay, cool, whatever. Just the clock change, doesn't matter. We went out. Some folks might have seen it over on Twitter. I don't know if I want to put that on any of their socials, but yeah, we went to a concert. We went to go see the Midnight, who was playing over on the West Coast, and it was incredible. It's not the first time we've seen them live. We did see them in DC when we were back over on the East Coast, and that was incredible, and we knew that the live show here would be phenomenal. At DC, we were in like a top balcony area, so we got to look down, but now we were just in the crowd amongst the insanity, and it was phenomenal. I did turn the music up for that vibe. What did y'all do? How was your 2024 kickoff? John, any tips on getting a job as a vulnerability researcher without U.S. citizenship? So I can't speak with any authority here because I am not in that situation. I am a U.S. citizen. If that wasn't clear, but a lot of things it's just the internet. So you have a lot of the same access as folks do. Like, you could just put out great work and incredible research and just go find bugs and, I don't know, recreate new CVEs that you're seeing popping off, and just put that out there. Put that on Medium, put that on GitHub, put it on Twitter, Reddit, whatever, and then you can kind of still get a lot of great stuff. Like, people just reaching out. And that's the biggest thing, is like, you can show your competency, if you can show your merit, no matter what, whether U.S. citizen or vulnerability research or not. That is the best advice that I would offer, is just try to get stuff out there, and then kind of, if you're willing, attach your name on it. And if you have a handle, or if you're trying to work with anonymity, then there's nothing wrong with that. But if you build up this stockpile, if you accumulate a catalog and library of your great work, then that stands for itself. And then you can have conversations with folks, and they can reach out to you just as well. So that is accidentally what happened to me. Like, the only reason I got the first job that I got was because I wrote a textbook for a Linux course, and then I had a YouTube channel with stupid, dumb videos of me screaming at my computer that proved I could do that. Not that screaming at my computer is any value. It's a hard job, guys. It's really tough. But yeah, I take that really seriously. It's trying to build yourself out there. You know Jason Haddix? Jason Haddix, pull him up. We'll pull him up on Twitter. Don't call it X. On this monitor, please. Jason Haddix has been doing incredible stuff, and he just recently has been putting out a hacking your brand course, and just some education, just some training and some learning on making your own, carving your niche. So that is something that I would really put a lot of value in. And I was chatting with Jason just a bit ago, because what I would like to do for this stream, once we finally settle down from our chilling, how long have we been live for? 15 minutes? 15 minutes? Okay, yeah. That is a thing, especially when, you create content, or you're a content creator, and that, like, there's a perspective, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna try to assume this is a fact, because it may very well not be. It's not an all-inclusive fact, but I think that there is an impression that, hey, that person is smart. They know what they're doing because they make content. I'm not smart. Like, we're going to get to some hacks on the keyboard, and I suck at this. I'm really bad at it. The things that I either try to showcase or produce and bring to you is just stuff that either I learned the other day, or I knew, like, this is already in my head that I can share with you. So it's really, really funny, because when we hang out with other incredible people, like really cool, awesome folks that do genius research and are absolute wizards, and it blows their mind, because the imposter syndrome is crazy. So Jason was telling me, like, hey, he's trying to put out this great research and courses and training, like hacking your brand, the bug hunters methodology, of course. And he's like, I really get anxious about other people's perspectives, especially in the circles that we run in, on whether or not that's good or bad, or do you think this is crap? But it's good. Like, the fact that you put it out there is enough. The fact that you're sharing your experience is enough. You feel me? You feel me? Nordgaren, I see you in the chat. Hello. Thank you so much. Don't worry, John. We never thought you... Thanks, Aircore. Aircore, I am so sorry. I owe you a video. Don't do this to me. I didn't want to be put on the spot like this. I'm doing it to myself. We recorded a video together, and it has been months, and now a whole new year to release that video. It is still in our editing queue, and so much other crap has gotten in the way. And I owe you a video. And it will happen. We will release it. I swear to God, I promise. Yeah. Hey, John, do you think you can build a managed services... Do you think you can build an MSP, a managed service provider, or an MSSP, managed security service provider with WASA? Yes, but please, pretty please, use their cloud instance, because the on-prem one is kind of a bad idea. No, not to say that's a bad idea, but for something at that scale, and just for the goodness of their hearts, please, pretty please, use WASA and their provided service, because I think if you want to make money off of their protection, give them some coin. And I just say that as a... I think it's a good thing to do. If you haven't seen the video on WASA, you can take a look, check it out. Very cool. Don't say the infamous video. Getting me nervous. Any Azure pen testing checklist? Check out Altered Security. Still prepping for the OSEE? Good question. Am I preparing for OSEE? I have the book. Can I show that? I think I can show that. I'm not gonna flip through it, but let me show you. I was trying to make the checklist of things to do before we went live today, and I forgot the ending fade out again. We're going to have another awkward, weird ending. But anyway, I need to get up to go get this book. So we're going to break the fourth wall here for a second, and you're just going to vibe while I walk to my closet. So let me turn the music up so you guys can vibe. Obviously, this is the stream that you came for, where I'm just not even there. I just walk away. That was probably loud, I'm sorry. So, let me go check out chat before I dive in. What happened in the Rust series? We'd still like to do it. Rust series, we will still do. I want some help from Matt and Nordgaren. And am I making any videos with the VX hard drive that you will receive? Yes, eventually, slowly. Okay, I'm caught up with chat. I swear to you, I'm caught up with chat. So story time. Story time. I went to DEF CON and Black Hat of August 2022. And I'll turn the music off so we can chat. Now it's so quiet. What do I do? What do I do with you? How do I entertain you now? I went to DEF CON and Black Hat and Hacker Summer Camp. And finally, 2022 rolled around because I had signed up for the AWE, or the Advanced Windows Exploitation course training that Offensive Security offers, that is their primer and training course for OSEE, the Offensive Security Exploitation Expert. Now, OSEE is, in my mind, like the top dog, the absolute pinnacle of what offensive security would offer, and like literally their hardest certification, their hardest training, their most difficult thing, because it's all kernel-level exploits and virtual machine like VM escapes and browser sandbox bypasses and absolute insanity wizard witchcraft. So I thought that would be the crown jewel, and I want it. and it's incredible. So I had a ticket for 2019. I got it in 2019. One of these things happened because the crux of the issue is that COVID came around. The pandemic rolled into action, steamrolled over humanity. And Black Hat was canceled, or OSEE, and training specifically was canceled. They were not going to do it in person, so the ticket for either 2020 or 2020, whatever, it did not come to life. No one was attending. We weren't able to go. It wasn't going to hold the training, and that was a bummer, and just kind of kicked the can down the road a little bit. So next year, 2021, when they do their hybrid mode, when they have some classes virtual, but I think that was it. Maybe all the trainings were virtual, but they're still doing the live. I don't remember. It's just years ago. And I thought, well, you could do it. It's finally here. A virtual class, that's fine. We don't have to go to Vegas, because I was still on the East Coast at that time. And whatever. We could finally have AWE, the Advanced Windows Exploitation OSE training. Didn't happen. They were not going to host it virtually, and I think Offensive Security has made a stance that they will never do that training virtually, online, remote delivery, because it has to be done in person, because of the depth of material, because of the hardcore instructor time, because it's just necessary to be IRL, in the real room, in real life. That's that acronym. So bought the ticket 2019, couldn't go 2020, didn't have actually happening in 2021, even though things were happening virtually. So 2022 rolls around. It's been 4 years, kind of, however you count time. And we finally get to go. I was able to squeeze in a ticket for my good buddy Caleb. If folks are familiar with Caleb Stewart, he's another genius. He's genuine, actual wizard and genius. And he was able to also sit in the class with me, which I'm grateful for. Appreciate that. Offensive Security, because OSCE 3, when you got the Halo certificate, they said, look, you guys want to come to OSCE? And I'm like, I already have a ticket. I've had one for 3 years. Can I bring my dude? And he was able to squeeze one in. But 2022, we get to Offensive Security's OSEE training, AWE. And we get there, and they give us this book. By the way, this is hard to find. It's hard to find the room. Like, it's in, Vegas. If folks have gone to DEF CON or Black Hat, that's craziness. But this is it. It's a big book. And it doesn't naturally look like this. The stickers here, which would be kind of fun, by the way. Side note, let's table this on the side. I think maybe some cool stream would be to show off all of the swag or stickers or t-shirts or lanyards that we've gotten from different events, and maybe just tell stories. That would be kind of fun. But anyway, this is the book. And I'm telling you, like, literally, you can go see all of the things that it covers. And I'm not going to show you this because we're not supposed to. But this goes on and on and on and on. Oh my gosh. So we have nightly challenges. Like, you have optional homework that you don't have to do. It's a week-long course, by the way. The exam, when you actually come to it, is 72 hours. The longest exam that Offensive Security offers. Because, OSCP is 24 hours. OSWE, OSEP, and the others are like 48. This one takes the cake at 72 hours. So a lot of training, a lot of studying. I still have the virtual machines. I still have all the materials because I tried to prep so far in advance because Connor McGar. That's it. I'm sorry, Connor. I forgot your last name. Eeyore. How do I say his handle? Connor McGar. I'm Googling. I'm twittering. He knocked out OSEE like a badass, like an absolute king. Look at this. He's over at CrowdStrike right now doing incredible things. But Connor McGar does exploit development and vuln research. And he had been doing blogs for the longest time on all the kernel exploits, things that would be presumably covered in OSEE and AWE, the Advanced Windows Exploitation course. So he's been doing incredible things. And his recent tweets are on other things. But his blog is incredible. If you're studying for OSEP, or excuse me, the exploitation one, OSED, OSED, He has phenomenal stuff there, and then obviously OSEE. But look at this. Look at these articles. 350-minute read. That's like 2 Marvel movies. You know? Browser exploits with Chakra, one of the embedded things. So his stuff has been incredible, and that's what I used to prepare by the time we got to the actual course. And when we did, I thought I was prepared. I thought I had stuff kind of situated. I thought I had learned what I could. I had virtual machines code things situated. But no matter how much you try to prepare for this course, it's still a slap in the face. You're still putting your head through fan blades. And it's tough. So let me clarify, because I do think, look, you can sit with it. You can stay with it. You can kind of keep on the pulse with it. But I do mention, because they offered, and I sprinkled this in as just a side note, they showcase and to give you some of the homework, some of those exercises that you can go do in your hotel room and try to keep practicing this material from today. And I had done a decent job with this. And that's why I was able to get the sticker. That's why I was able to get this sticker. There's another sticker behind the thing. So I felt like, okay, cool. I'm cruising. I'm keeping pace. I'm holding my own. Come to the very last day. The very last day, Connor and I and Caleb, we're in a Discord chat because we start to like collab or try to like learn together everything that we need to do for this exercise. And I forget which one it was. It might have been patching out control flow guard, CFG, or something with a kernel exploit. And I could not hold my own. Because they started to write this exploit in C, which you should be doing, right? Rather than some stupid hokey Python script. That's what I've been doing to prepare the entire time before the course. And then once we get there, Sickness and Morton, who their instructors, are like, no, we're not going to do this in Python. What are you, stupid? And I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So Caleb writes this beautifully architected C++ program with classes and object orientation so that this is an exploit and I can see what structures we need to end up targeting, and that way we can have an enumeration for all the different modes that we'll use, and we can even have some command line arguments as to whether or not we're going to actually exploit Chakra Core, whatever. And I was like, fuck, guys, swear, sorry, my bad. This is a family-friendly channel. No, I was trying to get Visual Studio open, and I was trying to figure out, wait a second, what header file did you use to actually get those, like, kernel bindings for those types and everything? And it's like, hang on. And they're cruising. They are off to the races. So much so in the Discord server, because Caleb is beside me, by the way. We have like a TV monitor above the desk that we set up in the hotel room. Connor is over in his room, but we're on Discord and we're chatting. And he's like, look, guys, I found the foothold going through this reverse engineering. And I'm like, I have fallen behind. And it's one of those weird things where you can't like ask. You can, obviously, but I don't want to be like, hey, can you tell me where that header file is and how to get that going? Because they're in the zone. They're in the trenches. They're doing it, making stuff happen. So I didn't want to bug Caleb. And I felt bad trying to like ping Connor, because it's also like, hey, I know we're working together kind of, but I want to respect your space. I'm sure you guys know that feeling. I'm assuming you know that feeling. So at some point, once it got to like maybe midnight, I am too far gone. There's no way that I can keep up with this exercise again late at night in our hotel room. And I just bail. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I'm sorry. Because I feel like I couldn't catch up. I was too far gone. So I went to bed, and then I look back when I wake up, you know, like you roll over on the side of your bed and you look at your phone and you see everything that was going on. And at like 3 a.m, Connor and Caleb had both solved it. And I'm like, cool, great. I missed that one. And I was so lost. So that was a big, big punch in the face, the very, very last exercise. And that took a little bit of wind out of my sails, and I'm sure you might have a familiar feeling. So I fumbled, flopped, and didn't get that last exercise. And that was the one where were they giving out a challenge coin? I don't remember if it was a challenge coin. I think it might have been. It might have been a challenge coin, and with that, I felt bummed. So, last day, a little bit defeated when we get into the classroom and everything. We're cruising through. Now we're bypassing whatever in kernel mode, HVCI or something. And we start to ask, because now we're getting towards the end of the course, right? This is the last day. And so we start to rumble around. We start to ask, hey, when can we sign up for the exam? Like, this has been really cool. This has been awesome. You've given me this entire Bible, this textbook for us to look through, and everything that we can learn and get smart on for advanced Windows exploitation. When can we put our skills to the test? And they say, Cygnus and Morton tell us, well, because we've waited to do this course for like 4 years, because we had a delay, 2019 actually, and then 2020, and then 2021, because COVID and everything, the exam is so outdated that we want to modernize it. So we're revamping the entire exam, and it's not ready yet. So, folks might know this. I mean, everyone that probably is, if you're either listening in from being at that class or you cruise through it, they didn't have it ready, and they say maybe it'll be ready by January. I'm like, January 2023? Now this past year, as it's January 2024. And I was like, I've already waited 4 years. I'm kind of tired of kicking the can down the road here. And so it has just exited my mind a little bit in a certain extent, right? So I don't know if I will get back to it after the blunder that I felt like, and this is just a personal thing to kind of resonate and share that story with you. But the fact that it was pushed even further because of the exam, it's like, well, now I have to kind of revisit it again. And that's the sort of thing, like kernel exploitation and virtual machine escapes and browser sandbox bypasses. Like, those are not the things that you retain in your mind normally, naturally, if I may say. Unless you do that for a job, like unless that is your occupation, it's not something that you just, use this instruction to bypass and build that ROP chain so you can get through HVCI and CFG, blah, 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 blah. I don't do a good job of retaining that information in my mind. It's not a skill that you just can naturally recall. You kind of need to revisit that. So that is where things have been at. So much so that, once the exam rolled around, I saw some people finishing it and solving it and celebrating on Twitter. But I'm like, oh yeah, that thing, OSEE. And I don't know. I don't know if I have any plans to get back to it, because it is something that's, again, not pertinent to my day job, to what I do. It would just be for the glory and the bragging rights to say I have OSEE. And with that, I'm not even saying, I completed all of Offensive Security's library, because they have OSMR, the Mac one, like bypassing on Apple devices and Mac. And now they've got some blue team certifications. So the goal, because it was moved and delayed for however much time, those years, I don't know. The interest has faded away. And if I may say, let's put the music back on, because I'm sorry. I feel like I've been rambling for forever. Maybe we can get a vibe. How's this? No. Smoothie Moody. That's the name of the song. Here's the thing. When you get to certifications and a whole lot of that industry experience, let me turn the volume down. Sorry, a little loud. I think there are 3 tiers of this, and this is just my experience, and this is just what I would suggest. They are 3 tiers in my mind of how you kind of approach and interpret and perceive a lot of the industry certifications. There's one moment and stage of your career where you're obviously looking for a job. You're obviously trying to get your foot in the door. You're trying to talk to recruiters. You're trying to land an interview, and you want a job. Maybe you're a student getting out of college. Maybe you're, jumping out of high school, just trying to jump in. Nothing wrong, either way. And you need something else on your resume. And with that, I think it's incredible and awesome, and I would recommend certifications. Folks have probably heard me say I do that even maybe over a degree sometimes, depending on your perspective, your values, etc. So that is that first stage, that first tier when you want to go for certifications because you know that it would bolster your resume and your own portfolio. Good. Yes, absolutely certifications. And then I think there's a little bit of a mid-tier. I think there's a little bit of a middle tier where you got your job and you're established with a content occupation and you like to go through certifications for your own learning, for your own education, just for funsies, because I like the challenge, because I like getting myself to new things. And with that, we do that. And with that, you get certifications. And it's, maybe you can get the company to pay for it, maybe you can get your job or your employer to pay for it, or something you're willing to do out of your own pocket. Because, again, you want to continue your learning and it's fun. And I might be conflating that in my high tier, the third step, I think. Because I think there's another dimension where you're in the same sort of perspective and vantage point of your mid-tier, where you're like, hey, I want to go for more certifications because they're fun. And you do that. But let me say, maybe this third tier, maybe a little bit more depressing or jaded or somber. Yeah, I could go for certifications, but I don't need to. Like, I don't want... Like, there's nothing pulling me towards them, you know what I mean? Because, hey, you're really happy. You're, like, super content with your job. You're not looking for a promotion. You're not looking for any new role. You're just kind of doing what you like to do. And whether or not certifications are a part of that or not part of that for your own study and for your own learning, you get to make that call. But maybe you're just like, don't need them. So, I don't know. I'm riding the line between that mid-tier or high-tier certification perspective. It's like, I really want to keep doing more because I love them, and they're fun, and they're exciting, and I get to challenge myself and learn more things. But I don't know if I need them anymore. People make fun of me because I have too many certifications. OS, whatever. With that said, Midnight, how are you? Network Chuck, I saw you jump in. Super cool to see all my friends hanging out. Midnight, I keep nagging you in Discord DMs, and I feel so bad. But with that said, I want to keep nagging you. I'm so sorry. I've been chatting with some of the other friends and the folks that I would love to kind of tune back in on some of that work. Really appreciate y'all coming to hang out, though. This has been really cool. Now, I've been rambling for how long? Where's the monitor? The camera's in the way of the monitor. 40 minutes of just chatting? Was this a just chatting stream? By the way, sorry, I've been bad at keeping up at chat. Is there anything else that we should kind of... Do you have a mentorship program or do you take mentee in the cyberspace bug bounty role? Mentorship is a really hard thing that I struggle with. Yes, Lily, I see you. I'm 2.5 tier between 2 and 3. I don't know if you like that perspective, but I think that is real. What streaming software do you use? I'm in OBS right now, hooked up to Restream. 40-minute tangent, yeah. Why is the quality so good? Because we're professionals, obviously. The only reason we're professionals is because we drink too many energy drinks. Lyron, also appreciate you being here. Lyron Segev, thank you so much, everybody. Okay. Let's find a new track to vibe to, and let's get on the keyboard. Because it's been a long time. It's been 40 minutes of me yapping. I don't like any of those sounds. Give me a better sound. This is like quiet. How about you? Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, what I have been doing for fun lately is trying to get myself back to actually a little bit of practice, actually a little bit of action. a little bit of time on the keyboard, and I'm doing it small. I'm going easy because look, when I'm trying to just chill out, I know people sometimes can be very, very good at continuing to work or get their idea of progress. Music is so loud. I think I spend a little bit too much time maybe playing a little Super Smash Bros. I'm a Ganondorf main. I play Ultimate. I have 13 million global Smash points. I'm in Elite Smash. It's probably not good for me. I play a little bit of Call of Duty here and there. But you know what I should be doing is getting back in the lab. Cooking up some elite hacks and grinding. I'm kidding. Depending on how you interpret. So what I've been doing is just some Proving Grounds play. And literally the easy boxes. Literally. So don't fault me. Please don't hate me. We're going to take it easy. We're going to take it small. Some baby steps. And I will still run against the wall and fail. And I will look at write-ups. Let me make that clear. If I get stuck to a point where I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore, going to look at write-ups. Because the whole point is to learn. The whole point is to, hey, just get a breadcrumb, just get a clue so you know the direction you should be moving in, and then put it away and go back to what you were doing. I think you might be able to take on that perspective just as well, if you're up for it. So, Proving Grounds Play is one of the offensive security labs, along with Practice, although Practice I think you have to pay for. Play only has all Linux machines, from what I understand, from what I gather. And I don't know if only the easy ones are available, but yeah. If you get Practice, which is the one that you have to pay for, then you get some Windows boxes in the mix. But I've been taking it easy. I've been just trying to enjoy and talking a little bit, just for some funsies to do this. For folks asking what platform is this, this is Offensive Security Proving Grounds. Would also be good to do some Try Hack Me, would also be good to do some Hack the Box. But you know what? Let's take it easy, let's take it small steps, and let's just try with some of this. I have been using Obsidian, and I know that might be a cool conversation for folks, because I think there was some discussion on that on Twitter. I decided finally that I should probably have one repository, one GitHub with all my notes for basically everything. Everything that I do for training, for my own professional development, like a Try Hack Me or a Hack the Box or a Proving Grounds or a Over the Wire or Sans Holiday Hack Challenge. Literally anything. We should probably do that over in one repository rather than separate them. So let's kick off this Shaka Bra box. And let's see what we do. This makes me nervous because now you can see all in real time how bad I am at this. I can't even type. Slap a little name in there. Forget the N on my name. Cool. Super cool. And look at this. January 1, 2024. Holy crap. Happy New Year. That's wild. So I should do a better job of trying to stage what I do to start. Let's grab the IP address. I like to export that as a variable so I can kind of make directory. Oh, what did I kill? TAC-P nmap, nmap, TAC-SC, TAC-SV, TAC-ON, nmap initial. And let's see. TAC-SC is for safe scripts. Oh, now we're going to vibe. This is quite a song. And TAC-SV to enumerate versions, output an nmap format to the nmap directory that I just created, and initial. I also like to make that verbose so that I can actually see it. And let's slap in the actual IP address. We'll do the very same thing with all ports, so we can save that to an output directory for just all ports on that same IP address. Now this is dumb, this is stupid, this is easy, but now I can just go back to my terminal and go play with it. We were in Linux, easy, and there we go. First of all, can I even ping that machine? Okay, cool. We can see it. No, we can't. Is it up? Am I connected to the VPN? That's the first question. What the heck? Why did you do that? The VPN was running, I swear to you. I can just do that all again. What is going on? Stop and restart. Classic start of the stream. Classic doing it for real. I don't want the stupid browser instance. Is that why it was tweaking out? That might have been it. Yeah. Just don't let it happen again. Thanks. It will happen again. It will happen repeatedly. I see Network Chuck in the chat. I did not ignore him. I would never ignore Network Chuck. Uh-oh. Spam John that he ignored me? Chuck, did you leave? Let me go back to front screen and make sure he's not pinging me. Ah! That's why I went to the front screen, because I threw that on the camera that shouldn't be seen. I would have leaked. I would have leaked Chuck and I's DMs. He would not have appreciated that. All right. I don't see any messages from him. He just wanted me to respond to him in chat. I saw. Good to see you, Chuck. I hope you had a happy holiday. What is happening? Oh, yeah, new IP address. I'm done. Look at that. Look at those 64 bytes. All you need for health. Why did I mark this as done? Did someone yell at me? I missed a super chat? Oh, I'm not looking on YouTube. I'm on Restream and it doesn't show those. I'm sorry. Did Chuck throw money at me? You jerk. Thank you so much, Chuck. I know he's gone now. I marked this box as done, and I didn't even start it. Look at that confidence. Well, I didn't even have a VPN connection going. All right. Ah. I didn't change the goddamn IP address. Moving too quick. This is the insanity pace that I try to run at usually anyway, so. Thank you so much, Leonardo. I am dumb. And you get to see that all raw, live, for real. All right, so we know we're looking at 22 port SSH and port 80. So let's get started. Connection tester. Are you kidding me? Just a stupid ping? That's it? Just command injection? Don't make fun of me because that's what I should have been doing to start. Let's do a simple colon first. Let's see if ping is a command that's being ran with the IP address provided as an argument, and then we'll use a semicolon to super simple afterwards to start another command following, like they're stacked onto each other. Who am I should be pretty universal, even though we know we are up against a Windows target, and there we go. Excuse me, a Linux target, www.data. So we already have a command, like code execution. Super duper easy. We could just fire up a reverse shell. Let's get to revshells.com. Let's check our IP address. Let's put this on quad 9. Let's use this. And now, let's use PwnCat. Do I have PwnCat? Are you kidding me? I've been doing this on my laptop because I, goof off when I'm downstairs and I don't have my desktop set up. So I'm usually on my laptop when I do these. Question is, am I gonna get an immediate Python dependency hell? God dang it. Are you kidding me? What if I just slap a sudo on it like I'm not supposed to, but I do anyway, in a horrible, bad idea? Why? Okay. Okay, fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So, let's use Pwncat. Let's listen on... We did quad 9 over on Rev Shells, right? Okay, so that's going to fire up. And now, let's get that shell back. And let's see, can I just slap this in? What I want to do, and I like to do this, is use bash tac-c and do a wrapper in bash rather than sh, because that, I think, is a little bit more reliable. It usually is. So if I move that to the side, I know you can't really see it all that well, but if I click go, will that come through? It's going to run ping first, so it'll quick second to delay, and then hopefully come back at me. No? Have I already made a mistake? What did I do wrong? Did I have the wrong IP address? No. That's all correct. It's trying to connect to something. Let's move this down so you can see it. If we just use a raw shell, does that work? Fumbles, fails, absolute idiots. Try sudo? Why would that? I'm not sure why sudo would do it. I feel like an idiot. Immediately. That's the right IP address. It's the right port. All right, you know what? Baby steps. Baby steps. Filter that on ICMP. Just to see if we get our... ICMP. Just to see if we get our own pings back. Because we can ping localhost, but then we should try to ping ourselves. Maybe it's just the port. It probably just doesn't like that I'm on quad 9, and that was a weird one. So if we add a delay here, it's going to try to ping localhost first, 127.0.0.1, nothing, and then we start to see our pings come through on the side. So, yeah. Did I close a double quote? Yeah. Base 64 encoding would also probably work well, but I'm curious if it was literally just the port number. That always gets me. Let's try to go to 443. Big money. No whammy. No whammy. Go to 127.0.0.1 first, and then come to my shell. Maybe it doesn't have bash. But it hangs. It's like trying to connect to something. Maybe it's not a... You have bash. Let's do netcat. I don't care. I don't care. We're still on 443, right? Yeah. Am I insane? Fine. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's do base 64. Let's wrap that with 0. And let's do the base 64 value. Someone tell me that I'm stupid. WTF. You don't have Python. How about Python 3? Yeah, you got Python 3. All right, let's do a Python 3 one. Huge shout out to Ryan Montgomery, 0 Day CTF, for making this masterpiece, revshells.com. I don't believe that that should do anything, but maybe that's it. Maybe that's seriously the problem. No. I'm molding. This is something that should be so easy. Can anyone else get this? You want and? But ping should fail, wouldn't it? We can do the or. What is the path variable? User local bin. It still got it all. Like, that's normal. I'm going crazy. As usual, not how we wanted to start our time together. Let's try a regular bash shell. And we can do bash tech-c. Because we know we have bash. Hello? The only thing that I might consider is that because it's displayed as a get variable, maybe it needs to be URL encoded? Yeah. Like, that does kind of worry me. So we can stage that, can we not? I did this just the other day. And then we can use URL encode on that. And we need URL encode on this box. I did not know about this, but maybe this is some good learning for you if you haven't seen it. There is a command line tool to do URL encode. URL encode and URL decode. Check it out. The only issue is that it requires the parameter. It requires an argument to be what you pass in. You can't like pipe in a standard input, at least from what I've seen. That's kind of annoying. But that should still do it, right? Pwnet's over on the side. And let's not use the interface. Let's just use this. So it's in the get variable. The fuck? Did I get that wrong? Let's do port 80. Let's get desperate. Let's get real desperate. Sorry, I'm looking back at chat because everyone's upset that I'm not looking at chat. That's a nothing. We can just do something else and use our web shell to see if we can just get an SSH credential. Question is, can we actually read Dylan as the user's home directory? Is local.txt. Does he have a .ssh directory? No, but we can probably make one, maybe? I don't know if it'll read, though. That's my only fear. Sorry. No, I failed. Didn't run. Okay. I appreciate you, Norgaren. Also extremely out of practice, yeah. Do we have curl? Because everyone's saying just pipe curl to bash. That sounds dumb, though. Like, we already have code execution. You want me to just host a reverse shell that is the same exact thing, right? Let's just do a regular netcat to see if we can even get that. It's my IP. It gets a connection. Is PwnCat screwing me over right now? Maybe it's PwnCat. Screw me over. Nope. This is the old netcat. I also am unsure about that. It's worth a try. Need to add bash as the command that we want to run. What the fuck? I have to be stupid. Is this an index.php? It is. Can I just make myself a web shell? That. Need a semicolon there. Hello? Looking at chat. Oh, thank you. You are correct. Quote issue. Thank you, chat. You saved my life. What would I do without you? Probably the exact same thing, but for longer. I just what the Did I? No. Maybe it just doesn't need the... I'm dying. Yeah, I appreciate. Am I using VMware? Yes. We could just, yeah, I guess there's a PHP reverse shell that we could do, but that's so annoying. Windows PHP reverse shell, Linux, Pentest Monkey one. I should clone this realistically. Hello? Type. Well, I'm glad you are all willing to sit here and suffer with me. It is humbling. So let's make directory dub. Let's go move from our... Oh, no. Let's copy dir from our opt. PHP reverse shell here. HTTP. No. We can put that on port 80 for now, just to make sure it comes through. Let's see if that will even read. We have our IP address down below. I'm never going to remember it, so don't ask me to. PHP. Now, curl will put that to standard output, which works just fine. If we wanted to write that to a file, we can call it revshell.php. That should download it, have no output. Now we should be able to ls to see if we actually have in our current... Never mind. We could just pipe it to PHP, right? Of course, we should actually make this have ports and things. I want to switch that IP address. And like, let's listen on 443, maybe? I want to trust Pwncat one more time. Can I just straight pipe that to PHP? Am I staging? No. I opened the one in that directory. I don't think I made that mistake. I may very well have, but I don't think I did. What is... It's only getting half of this file. Oh no, it's parsing the PHP. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Yeah, that's fine. PHP tech R, you think? You want to try Python? Alright, we can try all these. We can make it happen. PHP tag art is not happy. I think it needs an argument. Is W get on the box? Probably. Yeah, we should put it in just like a temp directory. We could actually probably just use curl to write to a temp directory. Okay, now we have that. My F is there! My reverse shell things are there! Go. I'm going crazy. PHP tag our curl URL. I will trust you. Mini, Proving Grounds Play should be one that, Proving Grounds Play should be one that is free. And we're trying the, whatever the hell this box is called, Shaka Bra. It'd be really cool if I could get a goddamn reverse shell. Try reading it Setra Shadow? I'll do it for you. I'll do it just for you. Nope, no privs. Use a .elf reverse shell? I guess we could try that. Yeah, I guess. Ah! What is that syntax? P, Windows, no, sorry, god damn it, Linux, shell, and reverse TCP. We are that thing. Let me make sure that's the right payload. No. Does it need like X32? I should just read the fucking payloads. I think that's it. No. I get annoyed when I have to deal with MSF Venom just because it's slow and annoying. And like listing out payloads is gross. You have RCE, so why do you need a reverse shell? I mean, it's just handy. We're going through the exercises today, apparently. Oh, x86. God damn it. I'm an idiot. I'm sure you told me that in chat, and I appreciate you for doing it. I don't know. What an embarrassment. I told you, things were going to fall apart. Do they have that in 86? Okay. Yeah, so now let's make that an ELF file, and that should do its thing, right? Echo your private key and the trusted keys in .ssh. So .ssh is user writable, right? Like the Dylan user that we want to have access to would work. We could dub data, but that I don't know if they even have the reverse shell. Yeah. I don't like the fact that we have to do this with MSF Venom. I really don't like it. I agree it's hard to watch. It's hard to do. It's hard to be here. I'm upset. Dumb. You guys are going to make me sad. You're going to hurt my feelings and I'm not going to want to stream anymore. Not that that matters. We're still serving? Yeah, we're still serving. In that directory, it's there? Yeah, it's there. Dumb.elf. Okay, that's stupid. This is so stupid. Dumb.elf. Yep. executable. And that did listen on 443, correct? I didn't get that wrong, did I? I did. Incredible. I don't even know if that'll work. Thank you for tuning in to the first Happy New Year January stream where I fall into insanity for me being an idiot over and over again. You sure you guys really want more live streams for the new year? Are you positive? Still executable. New binary. Let's go back to PwnCat. I don't understand. We can ping, we get netcat connections. No. Yeah, yes, that's what I want. Okay, 443 is a no-go. 80 must be the one. What the... Screw you, HTTP server. 80 has to be it. We just tested some simple, easy, dumb reverse shell. Not even reverse shell, just a netcat connection, simple sanity check. That's the correct IP address. We'll put it in dumb.elf. We'll get dumb.elf one more time. Let's grab it. From 80 to start. HTTP server listens on 80 first, so PwnCat should die. We'll kill PwnCat. We'll fire up the HTTP server. Let's do another curl. 192.168.45.153 to dumb.elf. Let's redirect it to temp.dumb.elf, which should retain its executable permissions. We see the download. Talk to myself to prove my insanity. Dumb.elf should be now updated to the current minute. It's still not. What the fuck? I don't care. Do it again. New file name. If I can type. Oh, did I put it in the current directory? Is that why? And we still need our taco. Go. Do it. Did it. Did it. Did it. Anything is there. Let's mark it executable. I did put the correct thing there, right? Yep. Did we build this thing correctly even? I'm getting anxious that this elf MSF Venom payload is still bad. You know what? We should probably start to run PwnCat. Every day I stray further from God. This makes no sense to me. What the fuck? Why? Was it just port 80 all along? Am I just... Oh my god! How much time did we waste? I am upset. All right. Remember all those notes we should have been taking? Only seemed like I could only get a connection with port 80. This got a reverse shell. We use the semicolon for simple command injection. Yeah? Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And with that, I have wasted so much time on this. I did intend for only just a 2-hour hangout because we got stuff going on later today. So if I can root this, which would probably be a stupid Dumbo, like, that's literally just probably a stupid kernel exploit like Dirty Cow or something, then I think we should be fine to wrap up stream. But where is my local.txt? And that way, I can get out of this public embarrassment that I've just subjected myself to. Yeah, thank you. I know I'm going to end up getting my... Do you think that's my host, though? I don't know if that's my host. Is this challenge free? It should be. This is in play. So you should be able to jump in on this. But let's just do some simple linps because that's easy. Oh, I moved into opt. I want to be in temp. Let's upload. Do I have linps on this box? No, I don't. I don't even have linps on my host computer. I rarely hack from this desktop anymore. Like I don't do normal cheesy hack the box things currently. Because I just usually want to do it from my laptop when I either am mobile or different events. And the virtual machines on this box are normally for like looking at vulns or other things. So, this just has new binaries for things already staged. Released 2 days ago. I'm down for that. Now, let's get back to PwnCat. Let's go ahead and upload op linps. That's the thing, yeah. OSEE labs were rough. The first couple I got real bad, real easy. The last one, I told the story earlier, we were struggle bussing. I like to run linps T out to another file so I can review it later on. Scrolling up in your terminal is dumb as hell. Tune in a chat. Yeah, I only type with one finger. I look like an idiot. And now I'm like publicizing that for the world, so... what do I do instead of scrolling up? If you tee it out to a file, then you can use less tac R to still view it with colors, or then you can just open it in like Sublime Text or your text editor. So you don't really need to do much with it. So we have our full... So, hey, let me show you that. Oh, gosh. shrunk my... I do that so many times while recording, and then we edit it out. T allows you to store into this file. So if you use less tac R, you'll retain the colors. And that way you can just navigate through it with less. Or you can pull this down super duper easy with PwnCat, obviously. We can just download linlog. And that's it. Now you can open it in Sublime Text or do whatever you want. So, we'll try to subtle. Let's go ahead and scroll through the terminal after I say all that. So, Dylan is our user. We didn't check manually if there was any sudo capabilities. We're only still dubbed up data. We didn't find an opportunity to write in his home directory, so we couldn't get a .ssh. He has bash history, though, which is odd. We'll table that. I don't feel like we don't normally see that. I feel like that's normally nerfed in boxes like this. No capabilities seem to stick out. This all looks like usual defaults. SGID, nothing interesting. Vim. Vim is a suid binary. Okay, so that's ungodly easy. There's our privesc right there. Who owns Vim? Root. Oh, we don't even need Dylan. So we can go straight to root. So let me check if PwnCat could find this, because it should be able to determine those. I don't know where we left off in a lot of the development, but if Vim is set UID, you can just instant root. Yeah. So that should be super easy. I don't think we need to finish reading through this because we've already found our way. I brought up the second update, but I never opened it. I didn't finish the old one. Music's so good. Okay. We could also probably PwnKit. That might be good to set up. Oh, and super old pseudo version? Would Baron Submit work just fine? We could try all those. Vim, I think, should work fine for us. Let me check if PwnCat could see that. We can run enumerate. Run enumerate was intended to be the same as linpiece, but baked into PwnCat so that it could smartly find and know what to do with things. Pseudo version may be vulnerable, as we expected. You can see all the versions. ASLR is enabled. Processes. Did it find set UID binaries? Vim.basic. And then escalate, I think, is the one that should do it. And that's not a run, that's a regular. What do you mean command? Yeah, I can't see it right now. When we left off on PwnCat, and it's been a long time since we touched it, Caleb, right, again, the genius architect, was trying to reorganize where things went, and I don't think if everything made the transition. So we used to be able to just auto-escalate if we found a set UID binary that would be known, but vim.basic, because it has a .basic name, it's probably not recognized or known as Vim. Regardless, that probably is legitimate Vim, right? Yeah? So we can just run that. And then you could run commands, right? It's exclamation point, right? Who am I? Yeah. So because this is already set UID, I believe everything that we run underneath it that is also maintaining set UID binaries or privileges would still work. So bash tac p, I think, will get us there. Yeah, and I totally forgot about PwnCat. Yeah. So fingers crossed, this should just be auto root. I'm dumb, apparently. Never mind. I thought we can check GTF opens, because that undoubtedly should be the path. That's it. File download. Sewage. Requires that Vim is compatible with Python 3 support. What do you think? Is it going to maintain Python 3 support? Let's paste that in. Enter. No. No. Hello? I think that died. Yeah, still no. Pizza Friday was great. Thank you so much. Note-taking app I've been using is Obsidian. It is fantastic. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. It's really cool to hang out with you all. I appreciate you being here, especially on the first of the year. That's kind of wild. I'm bummed. We don't have Dylan's password. We could also try to use Polkit, and we could also try... Baron Semitic, the old pseudo exploit. That should be simple and easy for us. Polkit might be best. 2021 4103 is the name of that CVE. And we could just grab a GitHub. I'm pretty sure RthFC is the one that I've been using. What I'd like to do, and this might be a good suggestion for you all, I don't know, but if because I use two machines, because I use my desktop upstairs and I use my laptop downstairs. Let me get back to my local host. Let me make a directory for exploit. I want to create a GitHub repository for just tooling. That's it. And it'll just be sub-modules of all the other GitHub repositories. Because, it's one thing to store all of your notes, but it's keeping the tool with that is kind of annoying. So maybe it's worth a try to just... make a GitHub repository that has sub-modules for all the other things that you know that you frequently use. Can I LLS... What is it for local? LCD. Can I do LPWD? I can. So we are in that. Let's LCD to exploit. And what directory? We're still in temp on the remote. So we should be able to just put, upload. What is the name of that? CVE. Yeah. LLS. What? Okay, that's apparently not a thing. It's in that directory. No, it's not. There's another subdirectory. LCD CVE. Okay, so now let's upload our CVEC file. I saw in the linp's output that we should have a complete tool chain. I think we have... I thought we had that. Should Vim Basic have given that? Should Vim Basic have given that? Vim Basic is the way to use. Thank you, chat. Prepend Py 3 for Python 3. You're right, because we didn't see Python earlier. We only had Python 3. You're keeping me on it. I appreciate you. So let's stage that. That's why I have to look back at chat. Py 3 should do it. And that was just shell, was it not? We still need to use TACP for Suid. Yeah, that's the one. And that needs a TAC-C on it. So that is staged. Let's go back. Vim.basic should be in our path. Yeah, it is. So we can quit out of that. And with that, hopefully, that just gives us the highway to root. Yep. You can see we have not changed to an octothorpe, but we have changed to root. And that's effective user ID. So here's the thing. And I'll tell you a fun trick. Let's get proof.txt. First things first, let's take notes of this. Let's do privilege escalation. Escalation. Running linps. We see suid binary for game.basic. This should be an easy privesc. We can pull that GTF opens link in there. Ah! And now let's get proof. Hello? What even happened there? I don't know what my terminal did, but that's fine. Easy peasy. Granted, it took us like a goddamn hour to get a reverse shell. Oh my lord. Note to self, always try to use the same ports that are internally accessible from the machine. So quad 9, stupid. 443, stupid. Always go port 80 if that is open. Maybe worth a try. Good lessons learned. Didn't need to break into Dylan. Didn't need to use any SSH binaries or private keys despite that port being open. So we are only effective user ID root, which is not the same as the root user. We still have all the like privileges and permissions as root, but we're not real root in a sense, right? With that though, we should be able to modify, mess with, and tinker with the etc. password file. So that's one way, and I think PwnCat even used to kind of try to do this, where you could add your own user that you can then SU into. Can you do an IP table save to check the rules? Is that how it does it? Yes, thank you. I'm glad I have eased your imposter syndrome for a goddamn reverse shell. Is it IP tables tac save? Is it just tac save? I don't know IP table syntax on the top of my head. Do we have UFW? What? IP tables tac L. Thank you. Is it just my host? Was it just my... Was it... Oh no. No. Those are the only ones. Those are the only ones. Yeah. Whoo! Oh boy! Wow! Wowzers! Wowie! Ooh. Real fun. All right. I was trying to teach you something. I'm pretty sure OpenSSL with crypt tac 1 tac salt maybe root 2 password? No. What is the syntax for it? I did this the other day and I thought, oh, that's super nice. That's pretty convenient. And I will be the first to tell you right away, I got it from a write-up because there's nothing wrong with that because you should learn. And if your whole point is to learn, there's nothing wrong with going to learn with write-ups here. So, oh, it's just password. Okay, rather than that. So, OpenSSL password format, and this is pretty easy to remember. tac 1 tac salt, and then a username. Really, that can be the salt, whatever you want. And then the password that you want to end up encrypting here is just the output that you could then use for an etc. password entry. So because we are not real root right now, but because we have the effective user ID as root, what we can try to do, and let me attempt to teach you something after my public failure. If we can modify etc. password, which we can do, I think. I was worried. Nano was telling me that it wasn't writable, but let's try it. Can I make a root 2 user with whatever name, root and bin bash? Can I please save this? Does that work? Yeah, okay, cool. So we can. So what we can do is grab that password that we just used, what we generated with OpenSSL, to really, really easily add a backdoor account where we just slap in their password, even in etc. password. So if ever the case etc. password is writable, Shadow will end up just taking orders from etc. password. Right? So Nano getting screwed up, but now I'm pretty sure I can execute a root 2 with my password. And now I'm the real root. Now if I check my ID, I am real root because I've user ID 0. And so we specified in our etc. password file. That was cheesy, that was dumb, but I liked that a lot. PwnCat had that idea for a little bit. And again, I think it was broken in the merge, the migration to a lot of the new framework stuff. So that is a good backdoor way to get full ID, user ID, rather than just effective user ID. And I'm sure maybe you already knew that, but if you didn't, now you know. And I tried to build out just a simple one-liner to do that. It's really just command substitution, but echo root 2 into all that. And you just add it into etc. password. Copy paste, easy peasy, looking good. So that was that. With that said, we are getting to 5 o'clock Pacific time. I do believe we have some other shenanigans going on at home, so I think we'll have to tear down, shut down, but I probably should have marked that as done and then tried to save those notes. And that was stupid. I am extremely upset at how long that took for the freaking reverse shot. But we learned together, we failed together, and that's the fun of it. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And we're good. EasyBox giving me crap. What is the name of the app for notes? This is Obsidian. Go check it out. Obsidian.md. Best note-taking app. Hands down. Thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you coming to join. I hope to, again, do more of these and hopefully not fail as badly as I did. But it was really, really cool to chat and banter and then actually get some on-keyboard time. Even if fail, easy, Dumbo, easy box. Good to kind of sharpen some of the methodology again. But let's start to spin this thing down. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2024. I still don't have the fade out in OBS. So I'll like shrink myself again? I don't know. What if I just make a new scene that has nothing other than the music? But I don't think I can do that in time. What Linux distro do you use? We're using Ubuntu right now. Excuse me. Whoa. We're using Kali Linux. Ubuntu is what I use. Super good to see everybody. Happy 2024. We'll do this again maybe tomorrow, maybe whenever we find the time. And we'll keep vibing. Keep hacking. Keep failing. What if I change the opacity? Is that a thing I can do? Color correction? No, I don't want to screw with OBS live. with you all. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.